15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. So the completion good for 6 yards. Inches, can't foot. So take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget
the ball. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st down, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run with Mostert off the option. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And shedding a man at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A handoff for Etienne. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll let this one go deep for choke. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Mostert off the read option. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake. Lance. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets us yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Second and 9. Off of play action, here's Lance. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it? The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Again, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Exit. Go, go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets it down to the 32. Lawrence on 3rd down. This complete to Jones. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Fights through and now a crease. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. Well, Raheem Mostert, remember, he established himself as a special teams guy before becoming a good runner, and he's never been one to back away from contact as he's able to run through would-be tacklers there on his way downfield.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Lance. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Etienne with it, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And Shark calls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action now. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A stop by Shaquem Griffin.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This one caught by Kittle. Escapes the defender. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Look at me, zipper.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. They'll look to throw. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little spec. Attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On play action, Lance. He's going to let it fly. Got a man and it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and